his family was displaced. He served as the pastor of an international church in East Jerusalem and taught at Bethlehem Bible College. He's the author of Through the Eyes of the Victims and Palestinian Memories about the realities of life under Israeli military occupation. Please join me in welcoming Reverend Alex Awad.
Thank you so much. We are here to remember thousands and thousands of medical workers, doctors, nurses, ambulance drivers, and name them, health workers who have been assassinated since October 7, 2023. So I don't want you to focus on me or anyone else here in this room. I want you in your mind and in your heart to focus on these doctors and nurses and health workers that have been brutally assassinated, tortured, imprisoned, and humiliated, just as they were trying to help other people. That's all they were doing. Try to minister healing to other people when they were bombed and killed, or taken and tortured until death. This is really sad. But, as you already know, my father was killed in 1948 in the first Arab-Israeli war. And he was a civilian, and he was shot and killed by an Israeli sniper, leaving my mother with 7 children. The youngest was 9 months old, I was 2 years old, and the oldest was 11 years old. So when I reflect on what happened to my family and compare it to what's happening in Gaza today, I see so much similarities, except we were a little bit more fortunate in 1948. We were able to run from West Jerusalem, where my father was shot and killed, right in front of our house. And we were able to go to the old city. Some of you here know the old city of Jerusalem. And we, of course, knocked at doors, and we found people who accepted us, took us in, and people who also gave us food to eat and water to drink. The sad thing about the situation in Gaza, people run, but they have nowhere to run. They look for food. Quite often they don't find any food. They look for fresh water. There is no fresh water. They look for a hospital. There is no hospital still in Gaza. They look for a doctor. Most of the doctors have been killed. So the situation in Gaza is much worse than it was when I was 2 years old in 1948. And that's why it's really breaking our hearts. But I am so glad that you are here, because you are the hope of the Palestinian people. When the Palestinian people know that you are here and you care about them and you are listening to their stories, and from time to time you are making donations to help them have some food, some medicine, they are encouraged, they have hope because of what you are doing in this place tonight. So you are my heroes, and thank you very much for being here. Again, I want today to focus on the doctors, and what we want to do, we will feature one of the doctors, and a person will come and light a candle in memory of the doctor who was assassinated, injured, or abducted by the Israelis. And then we will try to remember all the doctors who were killed in Gaza. The first one we are going to feature is Dr. Adnan Abu Bursh. Let me tell you a little bit about this doctor. He's a Palestinian surgeon and professor of orthopedic medicine. He was killed by torture. I mean, they tortured him until he died. He was killed by torture while in Israeli detention, in what has been termed a deliberate assassination. He was 50 years old. He died in the Israeli-controlled Ofer prison in the occupied West Bank on April 19. He was taken away by the IDF while treating patients. Imagine, he was treating people when they took him to assassinate him. He was treating patients in Al-Auda Hospital. May his memory live forever. Let's have now the candle lit. Oh, all right. Forgive me, I assumed somebody was doing this for me. All right, so this is Dr. Adnan Bursh, and please go ahead.
I like this candle for Dr. Adnan Bursh. I like this candle for Dr. Adnan al-Bursh.
And all of us say together, may his memory live forever. Let's say together, may his memory live forever. All right, our next person will be, go ahead. Okay, we have Dr. Reem Abu Libde. Reem Abu Libde. She was killed along with members of her family at their home in Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. Some members of her family remain unaccounted for. When the Israeli military campaign moved more extensively into Khan Yunis over 2 months ago, Reem was sheltering with her parents and siblings. The zone around their house, which was heavily bombarded by Israeli forces, is still too dangerous to approach. Reem worked as a physiotherapist in Gaza from 2018 until 2022, and last year was appointed as an associate trustee of MSF UK board. We pray for God's presence with all her loved ones. Will we light a candle for Reem Abu Libde?
I light this candle in memory of Dr. Reem Abu Libde.
Let's all say together, may her memory last forever.
May her memory last forever.
The third doctor I want to feature, he was not assassinated, but he was abducted, he was tortured, and he still is in an Israeli jail. His name is Dr. Hussam Abu Safiya. Hussam Abu Safiya. He is a Palestinian pediatrician. He gained international attention after being arrested by Israeli forces during a hospital raid in December 2024. And he has since been held in detention without charge. Abu Safiya served as a pediatrician in Gaza for over 2 decades and was lead physician at Med Global. In February 2024, he became the director of Kamal Adwan Hospital in Beit Lahia. Amid escalating attacks and siege conditions, this is interesting for us to learn, he refused to abandon his patients, making the hospital one of the last functioning medical facilities in northern Gaza. He also used social media to update the world on the hospital's deteriorating condition. During the war, Abu Safia's son was killed by an Israeli attack. This evening, we stand in solidarity with Dr. Safia and hope and pray for his immediate release.
I light this candle in solidarity with Dr. Hussam Abu Safia.
Okay, finally, we are going to remember all medical workers who were killed, who were tortured, who were abducted, who were imprisoned in the Gaza Strip. And Dr. Serene El-Attar, she represents all of these people because she also was bombed and her family and her children were killed when the Israelis assassinated them with their bombing. Let's all say, may their memory live forever.
May their memory live forever.
Again, I want to thank you for being here. The Palestinian people need you. I want to urge you to speak with your members of Congress, with your senators. Continue to knock at their doors. Continue to call them. Continue to do whatever you can do to change the political atmosphere in the United States so that this country that we love so much, the United States of America, will do what is right, what is just. For all the people of Gaza, it is not fair for 20,000 killed children, many of them babies, to be assassinated in Gaza. It is not fair for all these journalists to be assassinated in Gaza. And it's not fair for all the medical workers to be assassinated in Gaza. And this country stands on justice and fairness, and now they need to apply it in the case of Gaza. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Reverend. As increasing numbers of journalists in Gaza are